unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable.
I am unbeatable. Couple minutes on the score. Every time they wanna clash, the winners kicking through the door. I am unbeatable. Chances running out of stock, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
Happy holidays and welcome to the British Basketball League YouTube channel for some Yuletide hoops this Saturday night. The Caledonia Gladiators are one of the informed teams in the league at the moment. 5 wins in their last 6, including statement wins over London and Cheshire. They'll be travelling almost 500 miles to take on the bottom of the table, Plymouth City Patriots, who are now without their highest scoring player, Taylor Johnson. Dan Routledge and Ant Rowe can take you through this one.
Thank you very much, Jeanette. I'm sure they'd travel 500 more for the win. It's Plymouth City Patriots against the Caledonia Gladiators. Welcome to the pavilions. And the man whose face who used to be on the side of the pavilions, Ant Rowe. This is a home advantage that Plymouth need to take advantage of.
I think so, and they're going to have to try and figure out a way to change the dynamics of Caledonia. But remember, Plymouth were the team that played last night, a quick succession, double-header against Surrey Scorchers last night. Let's see how that is in the legs for them this evening.
Let's have a look at the starting 5 for tonight's game, starting with the Patriots, and this is the lineup we've seen since Johnson has left. So Faulkner still coming off the bench for them. Dusha running the point guard. At the other end of the floor, this is the familiar 5 that we've seen in recent weeks with Faro Ali Hodgic out for the Gladiators. That means Clifton Moore Jr. gets the start at the center spot. And one guy you wanted to have a look at the Plymouth end of the floor, a guy who had a great game last night, Jacob Wiley.
Yeah, this is a second-year pro from Houston, Texas. He's in good form last night at 20.6 rebounds in that close loss to Surrey Scorchers. But more importantly, he had 21 points, 9 rebounds against Caledonia in the loss back in November. So they really struggled to contain him. He averages 12 points, 6 rebounds a game, and they're going to need his energy in the absence of Taylor Johnson.
And at the Caledonia end of the court, if they shoot the 3-ball well, they'll probably win the game. This guy shoots the 3-ball well.
He is a hired hitman, shoots 44% from the 3-point line. If Plymouth leave him open, this could be a huge night for him. 12 points per game, but more importantly is his experience. A 33-year-old, travelman looking to inflict damage on the pavilions tonight.
Well, Gareth Murray used to play in these parts back in 2014-15. He'll be going up against Paul James, and tip-off is right after this. Welcome back to the pavilions where they're filling it up and they're ready to go. And I always think with this crowd, you know, because it's in the darkness, it's a theatre, you get that sort of atmosphere. It's really important for the home team to get off to a good start, get themselves going early on.
Oh, I totally agree, and I think Plymouth are always going to have the advantage geographically because people have to travel so far to get down there. Then you compound that with the energy from the crowd. Dan, the star is everything. That can inflate or deflate a crowd, and that affects the whole remainder of the game.
But obviously, as you mentioned, they've got a game in the legs from last night, and well, it was a funny old game, wasn't it? And they couldn't quite get over the line.
I think that's even more so important for a strong start. I think you don't want to be chasing a game, and you've got the minutes from 24 hours ago as well in the back of your mind as well. So a quick, clean start for the Plymouth Patriots here could really put them in good stead in this game.
Well, Pat Whelan and co will have other ideas. Caledonia looking to get themselves back on the road and home for Christmas as soon as possible, I should imagine. They want to get through this one and continue their chase of London at the top of the table. Here we go then. Ball is up and it is won by the Patriots, and it's Dusha with the first offense. Inside to Levi, who had a lot of room, but he ended up running out of it, but he manages to keep possession.
Well, we always talk about big guys getting deep positions. That time Levi was too deep. He was under the rim, and really difficult for him to shoot the basketball there.
Here's Dusha. Mid-range jump shot from LVC Dusha. There's Levi doing what he does best, crashing the offensive glass. Hart for three, that doesn't go. Another offensive rebound. Well, they couldn't quite keep it in play in the end, and that will go back to Caledonia. Yeah,
a couple opportunities there for Patriots to get on the score sheet, and that's one of the weaknesses at the moment with this team. Remember, you're taking a Taylor Johnson out of the equation, someone who was their leading scorer, and the Patriots averaged the least amount of points per game this year in 77 points per game. So it's an area that they're going to have to rectify in order to compete.
There's more, rattles out. Wiley just about gets the rebound. He's fighting with himself, really. Atwood drops it off to Levi. Into Wiley. He's in deep, but he's fouled by Onwas, so that'll be 2 free throws.
Great play there between the two forwards. Levi, kind of a pass-first type of big guy. He's not your type of big you want to throw the ball on the post and him take several dribbles to make him move. He's patient there, waited for Wiley to cut. Wiley had a good deep inside position, and this is what he does. And he's really crafty in there that the defense often foul him, and you'll often see him at the free throw line.
Well, the first one rattles out for Wiley. He's shooting only 56% from the free throw line, but as you say, he's got there pretty much more than anybody else. Taylor Johnson got more free throws than him, but he's got more than anybody who's still on the team. Here's Whelan for three, back iron, comes out to Wiley. Oh, did Whelan touch it? Did he touch it? I'm not sure. Well, the referees are having a discussion. They are going to give it to Plymouth. It goes cross-court from Dusha. It's just a question, did Pat Whelan pull his hand out? Ooh, did it touch Joe Hart on the way out as well? Well, neither of them were giving anything away, that's fair to say. But it is a Plymouth ball. Hart, and that one definitely came off him.
Yeah, maybe the basketball gods have
yes,
applied justice there.
Indeed. Wow. Live from Plymouth, it's 1-0 to the Argyle.
He played Celtic or Rangers?
Yeah, it could be, yeah. Don't get into that one. There must be a team in East Kilbride. There is, isn't there? East Kilbride, they're called, I'm sure. Let's stick to what we know, the basketball. Atwood driving through, turns it over. And that will be a hell ball. And the possession arrow will go the way of the Scottish side.
Wow. The opposite to fluid starts there.
Yeah,
I think is what we're witnessing here at the moment. Both teams really struggling to get just good looks as well at the rim. I mean, I think to get consistent scores would be ambitious at this point of the game, but even good shots.
Is the opposite to fluid a solid or is it a gas? That's the question. Don't know. Science never my strong point. Oh, Gareth Murray doesn't look happy, whatever it is. DeBose. Back out to Aliza. He can't knock down the three. We'll get a field goal soon, folks. Don't worry. It's coming. Here's Dusha. Mid-range. Wow. Here's Whelan driving hard. Blocked. Second attempt is blocked again. Third attempt, that one's rejected as well. None shall pass.
Goodness me, incredible protection.
Alley-oop to Wiley! And we have our first field goal of the game, and what a spectacular one.
It was, and it all stemmed from the defensive energy on the Patriots' end. 3 consecutive blocks on one of the best scorers in the league leads to that alley-oop play down the other end of the floor.
Well, we talked about the crowd. Those sorts of plays get them up, no doubt about that. Almost with the head fake. It's rattled away. Plymouth still have it. Well, I think we could be a score away from a Gareth Murray timeout here. Here is Hart in the corner trying to provide it, but unable to do it.
Oh, that's a shot you have to make.
Yeah.
Joe Hart's, that's his skill set. That's what he's hard to do.
Another block.
Goodness me.
Plymouth having a block party here. Round 2. Oh, they've got 3 on the stats. I think there might even be a 4th. A Dusha from behind the arc has got 3 on the board.
Oh, good play from Dusha, and he hit a deep 3 late in the game last night. It wasn't enough, but this time starts off in a positive manner.
Well, his 3-point shooting this season has been uncharacteristically poor. As you say, 1 late in the game, 1 early in this one. Maybe that corner is starting to be turned from the man who won the November Player of the Month last year, LVC Dusha. Last season, at this sort of time of year, he was in a rich vein of form. That's only his 10th made 3 of the season. Here's Pat Whelan, who's made a lot of 3s. And he airballs it well.
Wow.
Caledonia are all over the shop at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Gareth Murray timeout coming anytime soon, particularly if another score goes in for Plymouth. I guess if you're the Patriots, you think, well, all these shots that Caledonia are missing, maybe we should be more than 6-0 up.
Yeah, agreed. They'll be happy with this. It's a good start.
That's nice ball movement to find Wiley inside, and it's 8-0 now.
White's their most athletic, dynamic player in that regard. Sort of an in-betweener, forward/big man. Strong finish from him there.
Offensive foul called on Onwas, and I think that's his 2nd personal foul. So he goes from bad to worse as far as Caledonia are concerned, and here is the timeout that we were expecting from Gareth Murray. It's on the moving screen. Well, he's not even set a screen. Now maybe Dusha sold it a little bit, but he's not really done anything there that was of a legal variety. Here's how it started. There's a great block from Wiley and from Levi, and then Wiley comes back for another one. And then they've got the excitement running through the veins, so why not throw an alley-oop?
That's excellent play from Plymouth, but also from the officials. We often see this, there's a block there, another block, and on the 3rd one, the officials feel like they have to call something because it's so rare you'll see 3 consecutive blocks there. So excellent play defensively, excellent officiating.
And then Dusha, as I say, shooting in the teens from behind the arc this season, percentage-wise, but that's a good way to get himself going early on here.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want if you're Plymouth. You kind of want to keep applying this pressure because you know that inevitably, you played a game last night, so it's going to get you at one stage. So you want to start so strong that you put doubt in the minds of Caledonia, because they're everything but effective in this game so far.
Well, they are not in a rhythm, to use the phrase, are
No,
they?
they're not.
Plymouth looking to score the first 10 points of the ball game. Dusha down the lane, tosses it up. I think he was hoping for a whistle because the shot was a bit... They're a man down with Dusha not there. Pauliza knocks it down finally. It's taken over 5 minutes, but Caledonia are on the board.
There's the man from Czech Republic. Again, I identified this before the game just because he's so deadly. 44% from the three-point line. You have to locate him, and in transition, it's even more so difficult.
Another alley-oop lobbed in, and it's thrown down by Wiley.
Another one of the individuals identified before the game. Jacob Wiley on hot form, coming off a 20-point game last night in Surrey.
The Bows under pressure. Oh, they've broken the seal now and looking a bit more in rhythm the last couple of plays down, Caledonia.
It could be such a psychological thing, can it? You see that first one go in.
Dusha tried to zip it back to Levi, and Whelan running the floor. That's a goaltend. That was blocked after it hit the backboard, so that basket will count for Patrick Whelan. Well, a hot start by the Plymouth City Patriots. Caledonia seem to have regained their equilibrium. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the pavilions, where Plymouth lead Caledonia by 3 here in the early stages of this ball game. Faulkner into the action for the first time. Atwood. Levi looking for the handoff. Back to Atwood, fires up the triple, that knocks it down.
Wow, TJ Atwood sort of lined that one up and knocked it down. Another player that's shown glimpses of real impactfulness in the league this year.
Well, he doesn't shoot a load of threes, but he is pretty efficient when he does. This guy shoots a load of them, and they have to get out to him.
He makes a lot too.
He does. One of the all-time great three-point shooters in British Basketball League history, Patrick Whelan, driving in and off the glass.
And that's why he's so difficult to stop, because he's so much more than just a shooter. Those pump fakes, those jab steps create so much space for him, because defenders have to honor that.
Atwood down to Levi, trying to go to work. Too strong on that layup. Caledonia come the other way. DeBose steps back. Front iron, easy rebound for Atwood.
Yeah, not a great shot there. Only dribbles, no passing.
Nice pass. I'm not sure where the defenders were, but it was a nice pass and a good finish from Atwood.
Well, they weren't, Dan, and that's the issue. Defensively, that was a breakdown there from Caledonia. Lost man. And TJ Atwood will benefit from an easy layup.
DeBose trying to get past Faulkner. Paul James wanted a foul, didn't get one, but he got 3 points against instead. There's Fraser Malcolm, who's been playing really well.
He has, and I think that's something that Caledonia's missed a little bit. He had such a good season last year, coming off the bench and providing scoring energy on defense. He's a 6'7" long forward who shoots the ball well.
He wasn't getting as many minutes early in the season, but he's certainly commanding the extra minutes now.
No, rightfully so, and I think he can add value. And speaking of add value, that's a nice low post entry to Spencer Levi there, who converts.
DeBose, another nice pass and easy finish for Moore.
That's an important play as well, because you want Clifton Moore to be involved with Farrell Hodgetts, their 6'9" team captain, out injured. You need Clifton Moore Jr. to really step up to the plate there and contribute for this team.
Atwood spinning baseline, he's fouled. He almost got the finish. DeBose call for it. Just a bit of a slap down after he gets beat. Not great defense, compounded with a not great foul.
Agreed. And Atwood too, sometimes you got to be fortunate when you spin baseline and the offhand is on the defender. Sometimes you can get called there for a hold.
Well, Caledonia have made some adjustments, with Bothwell coming into the game for the first time. Obviously, this is his third game into his career in the British Basketball League. Atwood from the line, and it's a 5-point lead still for Plymouth. Buttrick back to Bothwell. Looking for room, not really much, but he finds Malcolm in the corner, who knocks down another three.
Great work there from the point guard, and it's Malcolm again delivering some valuable points off the bench now for him. 6 points personal.
Nice pass. Levi is fouled as he goes to the rim. He'll shoot two. I think Gareth Murray might have just got a warning there as well for his complaints. He's still chuntering away on the sidelines. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you don't often see that in professional basketball. Spencer Levi, even with a airball free throw.
I think you'd be happy that you attributed it to somebody else, mate.
Well, he's a 36% free throw shooter, so shots like that, I guess, are not uncommon. Oh. Sometimes they go a little wayward.
Bothwell snaking his way in and drawing the foul from Dangakodo.
There he is penetrating. Remember, the last penetration got Malcolm an open three. It doesn't look like a lot in there, does it?
No, it's... Well, interesting addition to the roster in Buffalo, and in some ways it's a tricky situation to come into because the team is playing really well. They're second in the table. He's the point guard, so he's got to learn everybody else, and he's got to find his way into the rotation as well, although he misses both free throws. So it's not an easy task, but he's probably got a lot of runway to work with.
Yeah, and it hasn't been an easy transition for him. You know, you look at his numbers, 19 minutes a game, 5 points, half an assist per game. So those are numbers that are not jumping off the page to you, and are not very productive. But as you say, Dan, you know, point guard is probably the hardest position to replace in a season that's already started, because the point guards, essentially, they control the offense. They're the orchestrators of the offense, and when you don't know the players and where players need to be, it can sometimes have a negative effect on your production also.
It's probably even harder to be the backup point guard than it is to be the starting point guard, because at least starting point guard, you're probably out there high 20s minutes, everything's run around you. I think it'll take him a little while to adjust.
And they've recruited him to be the starting point guard.
Presumably in the longer term. Here's Paulis is going to have to heave from the half court. He's not that far away. Well, a slow start by the Caledonia Gladiators, but it's pretty even now. We're at the end of the first. We'll be right back after this. It's Christmas jumper day. Everybody know. Oh, what's he done there? It's Patriots hoodie. It's Christmas jumper day. Me and Ant have got ours, but obviously we've had to take them off to come on air. But we're wandering around the office in our Christmas jumpers, weren't we, Ant?
We were.
Yeah.
We were.
Yeah. If we say it convincingly enough, people will believe us. Paul James in a more suave-looking jumper. And table's ready, so we can get things underway here at the Pavilions, where the home side scored the first 8 points of the game and continue to lead. The gap is only 4 as we start the quarter. Here's Green. Levi with the rebound. Dangakodo shovels it into Atwood. What a block from Buttrick. They still have it though. Levi, he's denied, and Buttrick comes away with it.
Wow, we are seeing some high degree rim protection in this game so far. Blocks everywhere.
Johnson misses the 3. Faulkner to Levi. Levi lays it in.
Yeah, great outlet pass there, and Levi running the floor.
Here's the Bows, can't convert. Well, I think the Statters have been a bit hard on the shot blockers today. 5 shot blocks. I think there's been 7 at least, hasn't there?
Well, we saw 3 in one play.
Yeah. Here's Green trying to use his size. Second attempt. Oh, that rims out. They're still trying to force it home. And that's come off Bothwell on the way out and will be a Plymouth ball.
Goodness me, how did that ball not stay in? I think Terrell Green's trying to ask himself the same question. Good play in the low block there, gets inside position, stays with it. Soft putback and just bobbles out. Look at that fight and competitiveness on the boards. Love to see it.
It's into Atwood and Dangakota's 3 rims out. They're fighting for the rebound. Buttrick has it.
Well, Buttrick is the leading rebounder, just up to 7 rebounds per game. Claims that one with dominance.
Looking like Amro out there, throwing people out of the way to get that rebound at the pavilions.
Oh, the good old days, Dan, the good old days. Now if I threw you around here, I'd get caught for assault.
Yeah, exactly.
Different
I'm
industry.
on the phone to HR. Here comes Faulkner. Steps back for 3. Doesn't go. Nice work. Oh, just couldn't quite get it in his grasp there, Atwood.
Plymouth got a good energy in this game so far. You can tell that they're the home team and they feel a lot more comfortable playing in this building in particular.
Oh boy, they could do with a win, that's for sure. They've got a couple of big scalps. Oh, nice steal. They obviously beat the Lions here, so they could beat the second place team in the league today if they can sustain this good opening 12 minutes.
And then Malcolm continues to impress. 8 points personal for him. He'll be one of the fewer bright sparks for the Caledonia offense at the moment.
Nice pass, and Green with the finish.
Great look there. The penetration there sucks the defense in. And Terrell Green just making himself available on the baseline. Strong finish.
Johnson back to Bothwell. They've got a bit static here. Quite sure what's going on. Bothwell has him slip in. And that will be a shot clock violation. That is after the buzzer from Patrick Whelan.
Wow. Good defense initially, though, from Plymouth. Caledonia really struggling to breaking down. You saw Bothwell trying to create an isolation move that didn't work. The ball got to Pat Whelan just a second too late. And it got there sooner.
I don't think it'll do Whelan any harm to see the ball go through the hoop like
agreed,
that.
agreed.
Even though it doesn't count on the score sheet. Here's Wiley, mid-range. Malcolm grabbing the rebound. He's doing a bit of everything here, Malcolm, early on. Bothwell down the lane and gets the whistle, so he will shoot 2.
Well, a good push there from the point guard, and I think you identified the difficulties already of coming into a team. Remember, this is a rookie in the professional game. He spent 5 years at Furman University. His last year, a monstrous year in terms of production, 17.7 points per game, 3 rebounds, 2.8 assists per game. That would be a slight area of concern, because I think you've got an instance with Caledonia. Yes, you need a score, but you do need a facilitator. They don't have what you call a natural point guard, a pass-first point guard. Jovicic was that guy that unfortunately didn't work out for him, so he departed from the team. So I still think Caledonia need that creative individual that can find Patrick Whelan, DeBoss, and also contribute as well on the offensive end.
Well, Plymouth still leading by 4 here. Green has it for the Patriots. Shot clock down to 6. Green fires up the 3. Hits the bottom of the net.
He has never seen a bad shot, has he? Unbelievable. The confidence that Terrell Green has.
Well, of course, he is playing his old club. It had a different name when he was up there. They were the Glasgow Rocks when he played for them a few years ago, but that one's thrown away by Whelan. Plymouth now with a chance to open their biggest lead of the game. Faulkner rocking and rolling, getting some space at the elbow. Back iron comes out to Wiley. Green's going to fire up another one, not this time. And Johnson with the rebound. Whelan, that is lovely from Patrick Whelan.
He is so good. He scores in a number of ways. He has high basketball IQ, intelligent player, likes to get to his spots.
I think he scores in the same way, just repeatedly, and nobody can take it away. There's three-pointer to the basket, nobody can stop him.
That's the game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the game, yeah. He is the prototype modern basketball player, really. Here's Buttrick. Off the rim, batted all the way out to Whelan. Johnson at the top, he can't convert.
Some good looks there for Caledonia. Good quality shots, just unable to execute.
Atwood kicks out to the corner, and Jules Dangakoto hits a three, and both coaches had called a timeout in that situation to try and bring a stop to the game. So we'll take a little pause. We'll be right back. Jules Dangakoto in the corner, knocking down a three. He hasn't made too many this year. He's another one. He struggled a little from the three-point line. So he'll be pleased to see that one go through the hoop, and the Patriots lead by 10.
Yeah, he's one of your more experienced players as well. He's played across Europe, Slovenia, Germany, Spain, and also some good British Basketball League experience.
Oh, Boswell goes down hard there as he took that one to the rim. Yeah, Dangakoto, by the way, that was only his 6th made three of the season. Look at that. He lands awkwardly.
Wow.
It isn't the softest floor in the league, the pavilions, as your knees can attest to.
Well, 3 knee surgeries later in retirement, Dan, I can confirm this is true. But it is not deterring Mike Bothwell, who keeps attacking the rim. And again, it's a good sign from a guard who can do that, especially when his team is not in rhythm offensively. A little bit laboured, everything's a little bit difficult for Caledonia offense at the moment. Even the free throws.
Well, they've missed, is it 3 now?
3 for 6.
3 for 6. Here's Green at the elbow, and he converts, and he's starting to warm up a little bit here. He's up to 7.
Yeah, it's big for Plymouth when they've got Terrell Green coming off the bench and providing valuable points.
Wheeler, nice extra pass onto Moore, who goes through the contact and finishes well.
Tough finish there. Excellent bounce pass from Patrick Whelan.
It's a good play design because everybody's thinking of Whelan. As he comes around, you're all drawn to Whelan, and he's quick to move it on to the big man.
Tough finish there. 6'11" Moore Jr. be given a bigger role in the absence of Farrell Lahodzic, the other centre in the team, out for injury.
Seems to have relished it as well.
Yeah. I think it's sink or swim scenario, and Moore Jr.'s certainly swam with it.
Dangakoda runs into the paint. Those are the ones that have to go in because you've got no offensive rebound.
Yeah, rush shot. I think he tried to attack the defense before it was set up. Didn't work.
11 points off the bench for both teams. Back out to Johnson. Tough shot on the step away. Rebound Dangakoda.
Yeah, wrong decision there from Cole Johnson. I think you dumped the ball back down low, reset again. Significant size advantage with Moore Jr. on the floor, and if you look at Plymouth's lineup at the moment, no Spencer Levi. Biggest player they've got on court at the moment, 6'7".
Atwood, nice attack, gets all the way to the rim.
And that's where it can work in your favor when you've got the foot speed. Atwood going right at the taller, slower Moore Jr.
They've both taken 28 shots, but 14 of Plymouth's have gone in. That's why they have a 10-point lead. Dusha's first foul of the game. Moore kicks it out. A lot of time and space from Malcolm. You're expecting the net to swish there on that one.
Yeah, he was 3 for 3 before that for 8 points, so.
Dusha trying to use his foot speed, but can't get past Moore. Dangakoda, well, he lobbed it virtually to himself because it got deflected back to him.
Wow, you see the grin on his face too.
He's just checking with the stats people. Did I get an assist for that as well? Poliza foul is called against Green. Well, here it is. He's driving through. I'll pass that and I'll score it. Is he passing as an assist and a basket, that? Well, the struggles from the free throw line continue here for Caledonia.
Well, that's a player you don't expect it to come from as well. Lucas Poliza, natural shooter.
Second one goes in.
78% free throw shooter.
You're saying that like that's bad, and I seem
No.
to remember, was it the last game we were on together we dug out your free throw shooting percentage? It wasn't 78 as I recall.
I also didn't shoot 44% for the three-point line, which is astonishingly good.
So you did, what were you, 33% or something? Weren't you 4 or 12 or something like
Quality
that?
over quantity, Dan, yeah.
He's Dusha. Atwood looking for some options, finds Joe Hart, rolls to the basket. Nice extra pass. Green with the pump fake, resets for three. Everything but the finish. It was a nice play, but they couldn't get the result they wanted at the end. Well, Pat Whelan just goes straight to the hole.
Excellent body control there from Patrick Whelan. That bump sends him out of bounds, but he still has the inclination to finish there.
Paul James calling a timeout there for the Plymouth City Patriots. Not 100% sure he got that before the ball was inbounded, but he's got it all the same. His lead is down to 9 points after this quick attack by Whelan, who wanted a foul. Might well have got bumped by Dusha on the way through. This is the penultimate game before Christmas. Still one more tomorrow, 1 o'clock at the Copper Box, live on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. London against Sheffield. And then we get Christmas Day off, but we'll be back on Boxing Day. Caledonia back in action. Manchester Giants, after their defeat against Leicester, making the trip north of the border. 3 p.m. tip-off for that game. And then Caledonia in action in the Sky Sports game as well. It's second against first up at Play Sport. 7:45 tip-off on Sky Sports, that one. On air from 7:30. Join the team for what promises to be an exciting way to round off the league action before the trophy begins in January. Jeanette Quatchy and the team will be bringing that one to you. Dusha gets into the key, throws it back out. Nice pass from Joe Hart to Turo Green for 2.
Perfectly timed cut there from Green, straight down the middle. And a tough finish with the left hand.
Green now has played half his game for both of these teams in the British Basketball League. 20 games in total. This is number 10 for Plymouth. He played 10 for Glasgow as it was in 21-22.
So you're saying he's more of a southerner than a northerner now, Dan?
Well, it's virtually. Couldn't get further away, could he? Here's Dusha for 3. Hit one early on. There's another just before the end of the first half.
Oh, he has a lot of time to think about that one as well. Defense did not account for Elvisi Dusha.
DeBose and to Whelan. Whelan gets it back. DeBose off the iron. Green with the rebound. 9 seconds to work with. Dangakoda has a glance at the clock. He penetrates and he leaves it short, but a foul is called. It was so loud, I barely heard the whistle.
Yeah,
there.
no, I wasn't sure if the whistle was blown. I just saw the clock stop. Look at this before. How much time and space. Poor defense. Caledonia. Not sure what happened and how Dusha got so open there.
Well, 6 points for Jules Dangakodo already in this ball game.
Well, they've got some good contributions from the bench.
Yeah.
Kodo, Green. Both have come on and impacted this game.
Yeah.
Second quarter has been strong from Plymouth.
Police is going to have to heave. He decides not to bother, and that will do it for a good first half as far as the Patriots are concerned. They started brightly. They weathered the return from the Gladiators, and they deserve their lead here at halftime, Ant.
Yeah, agreed. You know, a stellar second quarter from Plymouth Patriots there. 23-15 really put pressure on Caledonia. And Caledonia's struggles still continue on the offensive end. Just 32 points at half-time. They're really going to need to find other sources of offense.
Well, Paul James and Elvisi Dusha chatting over the first half. Ant and I will do the same right after this break. Welcome back to British Basketball League here on YouTube. Daniel Rutledge and Ant Rowe with you. And Plymouth turn up for the books here. Bottom team against second. It's bottom on top.
Yeah, they had the home court advantage, but they were not the favourites going into this one. Caledonia are currently second in the British Basketball League, but really struggling against bottom Plymouth City Patriots. High energy from them on both ends of the floor, which has carved them a 14-point lead.
Let's take a look at the numbers from the first half. And, well, it's quite often a simple game if you put the ball in the basket more often than the opponents. That's what Plymouth have done. They've shot the ball at a higher clip and they've put the ball in the basket.
They have, Dan. I think they've showed good energy as well. I mean, the intangibles you can't see on the stat sheet, but the rebounds you can. And Plymouth City Patriots have had more energy on the boards, and they don't look like the team that played a game 24 hours ago.
And the assists tell you something as well in terms of one team's moving the ball and one team's getting stuck into one-on-one and hoping talent will bail them out. Let's have a look back at the first half, and it was a great start to the ball game for the Plymouth City Patriots. Defense to offense early on. They scored the first 8 points. Caledonia took 5 minutes to score, and
that alley-oop play was incredible. It came off the back of 3 blocks in a row. Was something is unheard of. You don't see it. Jacob Wiley did a lot of his work early, did the damage, and this was the post. Big turnaround there.
I suppose the one thing you thought was maybe Plymouth didn't get far enough ahead, and when Caledonia responded and looked to be in their rhythm, would they just run right past them? But they didn't. Plymouth had another level to go to.
No, it's exactly it. That second quarter was huge for Plymouth, 25 to 15 in the end. A 10-point convincing win of the second quarter from Plymouth. And as you say, when you felt like Caledonia were coming back in it, you had players coming off the bench, huge production off the bench from Green and Dang Adakoto as well, who really did a lot of damage.
And yeah, as you say, it's the bench points, of which they had 17 in that first half, has really helped them along the way. And important now for Caledonia to respond right at the start of the second half. If Plymouth had a good start to the third quarter, they could put this game away.
Oh, for sure. You know, it's 14 points now, but this could be a lot worse. And if Caledonia don't increase their play, then they're going to be on the other end of a loss here.
Well, very important for Gareth Murray's team to come out in the start of the second half and get things going. In a moment, we'll have highlights from the game earlier today, Manchester against Leicester. But first, let's see Plymouth's game from yesterday down in Surrey.
He's played in Spain in several places, but there's the jam early doors.
For him, it's a great pass there from Mohammed to steal for Surrey.
Here's Atwood, behind the back, to the spin, to the right hand. Oh, sweet baby, sweet music. Screen comes for Levy, nice roll off it, easy ball movement. Atwood, don't jump, young sir. Here's the finish. Ball is not loose, but kept alive. Here's Gooden in the corner. They need it. They get it. The Surrey Scorchers. Off into the hands of Gooden. Get his balance, but loses his footing. Gooden just throws that one up. Oh my goodness! Cam Gooden out of nowhere. Intercepted now. Here's Hart. Bounce pass. Dusha. Wiley. Plymouth City Patriots punching one at the rims in Surrey.
Got the dig down help from Surrey. Just got to knock that down.
Jameson, smart play there. Great dive to the bucket. He fumbled the ball, and now here's Dusha driving. Half spin. Levi goes strong this time, and that's what happens as a result.
Good cut by Elvisi Dusha, and a very heady play to know as a smaller guard he's not going to finish. Kicks it out to a wide open 3. There's Saquon Jameson rolling hard to the basket. Lost his shoe.
He lost his shoe!
That's what has got them back into this game and is going to propel them to victory if they can do it.
Oh, yes, it looks like they can. More rotation. Green. And almost with a chance to take the lead, but here comes Surrey now. Wang in transition and throws one down. Josh Steele crowded by 3 players, but now in transition. Oh no, maybe not in transition. Oh yes, in transition. And there's Mohammed slamming it down. There's been a dry spell. The Plymouth City Patriots. Green in the corner, lets it fly. It's an air ball, and it's going the other way here. Padilla Wang, he's out, he's running. Rim check, unsportsmanlike foul is called, and these players, They're not happy with this situation overall. And Gavin Williams telling Mohammed, you need to go away from this silly foul by Faulkner there, JT.
You know, not a silly foul, dangerous foul.
Still holds on, they'll dribble it out, and Surrey Scorchers make it 3-0 against the Plymouth City Patriots.
Well, it's through Thomas's hands. Lewis, wide open, lines up the three and knocks it down. Well, Mackenzie loves that shot. And minute to go in the first quarter. Boursier looking for room and finding Robertson, who shakes the stanchion with a thunder dunk. There's Allen for three, and he knocks it down, his first triple of the game. Oh, what a follow! Legend Robertson with the hammer. Stampley gets his hands on the ball. Manchester come up with the steal. Lewis out in front. Lewis finishes well. Good use of the body. Allen along the baseline is thrown out by Nicholas Lewis. What a block from Lewis. Absolutely swiped that one away. Oh, what a block from Thomas.
Wow, Thomas measured that one up as well. He was waiting.
Wow, that is a brave shot in transition, and Allen knocks it down. Anderson knocks it loose. 2-on-1 here for the Giants. Lobbed up to Jamel Anderson and stuffed home.
Good play there.
What's the response from Manchester out of that timeout? It's a lob up and alley-oop, and Lawson with the jam. Bowman out to Mackenzie for three. He knocks it down.
It's a great find and a great decision from Blake Bowman there.
Allen's going to fire up the three, and he's going to knock it down. 18. He needs 12 more. Allen fires up a three. Got another one. Maybe there's still time for the 30-30. He's got 22. Here's a big shot in the fourth quarter from Lewis off the backboard. It falls down to Walsh. Walsh forces it home in off the glass, and a chance to cut it to 11. Allen dishes it off this time to Thomas underneath for the lay-in. Or is Thomas just going to dribble it out? He is going to just dribble it out. Well, Leicester have come here in the pre-Christmas game that Rob Paternoster always worries about, but his team have not let him down. Welcome back to the British Basketball League here on YouTube. Daniel Routledge and Ant Rowe with you, where Plymouth City Patriots are looking to upset the odds here and pull off yet another impressive home scalp. And one guy you picked at the top of the show, Jacob Wiley, coming off a great game last night. He's carried it on today.
He has, and it's been his energy, which I felt like they really needed in this game. And he's got that presence down low. He's about 6'5", but he plays a lot bigger than he actually is. He's a good athlete, as you can see there. Remarkable play here. But I think Wiley's one of these guys that you want to have him leading. He's a contagious type of player. You know that other players feed off him, and you see him moving without the basketball as well. He's not a guy that needs to take 10 dribbles, put it through his legs and create. He's very good at moving without the basketball also, which gives him points.
Well, I feel like this is an important 2 or 3 minutes here. It's one of those things where if Caledonia get a response coming out of the locker rooms and, I don't know, go 8-2 or something like that, the game's right back in the balance. If it goes the other way and Plymouth start off hot like they did in the first half, well, it could be out of reach for Caledonia. Here's Pauliza trying to get them off to the perfect start, and he did.
Well, he's the type of player that can shoot you back into a game in a heartbeat. You see how easy that is, catch and shoot. Plymouth have to adjust. They can't let him catch and shoot like that.
Atwood just keeps going and finds himself at the rim.
And that's one area that Caledonia haven't been very good at, is defense today. Conceded 46 points at half-time, and there's Plymouth putting another 2 on the board.
Down the lane goes DeBose high off the glass.
Wow, it's a tough play there from DeBose, and we've seen him do that all year, along with his partner in crime, Patrick Whelan. Excellent scorers in there.
That pass a little too floaty, really. Needed to be more zipped to give Levi a chance to do something with it. Aliza doesn't go, but the rebound falls nicely to Whelan, but nothing doing for him there, and he's looking at one ref and then the other ref and going, come on guys, give me a call. Gareth is thinking the same.
Well, I just think it's a missed opportunity there from Gladiators. I didn't see an obvious foul there. I think it's Caledonia still trying to iron out the wrinkles. They're not in sync.
Well, Gareth playing pantomime villain here at the Pavilions. A few boos coming down. It wasn't like that back in 2014. He was a very popular member. Oh, there's going to be a technical foul now. And the foul originally on Patrick Whelan, but Gareth Murray's protestations went too far, and he's got a technical. See, again, there's not a ton in that, given what you can understand why they're frustrated, given what's gone against them at the other end of the floor. And you can see Gareth in the background. A few choice Scottish words there, I think.
They don't understand that in Plymouth.
It's true. It's a different language down there, my lovely.
Those 500 miles down, that's a big difference.
Oh, he's done well there, Atwood, to find a teammate, because he got in the air and then thought about who he was going to pass to afterwards.
Shot clock.
Dusha gets it away. There you go.
Goodness.
Good shout.
Wow. Dusha shoots that one high.
DeBose driving through, and that's going to go against Wiley.
That's just a good veteran play there from the guard, who's not taking any chances there. Goes right at the heart of the defense, and here we go, the play before. Good cut from Aloysius Dusha. It was a good challenge too from Clifton Moore Jr. Another difficult shot. Aloysius Dusha's made a couple now. 9 points personal.
Well, they've struggled from the free throw line, haven't they, today? Caledonia.
Yeah, they're shooting like a traveled team, aren't they?
Yeah.
5 for 10 from the free throw line.
Wiley knows his man has slipped to try to take advantage to it. And DeBose with the reach in. Dusha, you mentioned his contribution so far, 9 points. He's only got double figures once this season.
Wow.
He had a 13-point game against Manchester. Of course, he kind of wishes that was 15 points. The elbow is Wiley. DeBose kicks it across Paliza, space on the near side, and that's up and over the top and out of bounds. Those are the shots that you can't give up, though.
No, it's a good look. And Plymouth have dodged the bullet there.
4 of 18 Caledonia from the three-point line. Bear in mind they averaged 38% from 3, which is top 4 in the league. Atwood trying to bully his way to the basket. Levi grabbing offensive rebounds, just taking it away. Here's Dusha onto Wiley underneath, and he finishes it well, and Plymouth lead by 15.
Wow, good energy there on the boards from Plymouth yet again. And it's Jacob Wiley with a Fnatic finish.
Bothwell kind of down a blind alley there. They just kept playing, didn't they, Plymouth? They just kept going after it. And then in the end, that's a nice finish under the basket. Good pick. And at the top of the show.
Yeah, he's a player on good form. And like I said, sometimes when a player departs, you can see an opportunity for another player to really step into the role. And oh, goodness me, his defense just opened up and stopped. And that'll be one of the easier points that Patrick Whelan will have this evening.
Dusha leading Spencer this time to the basket. Spencer Levi with the lay-in.
That's a nice reverse layup from the big man. Good work from the point guard.
This is all Plymouth need to do right now. Just trade scores is fine.
Oh, they'll be happy with this.
Bothwell forced out of that shot, gets it to Moore, who knocks it down. They might want a little more resistance, though.
It was zero resistance, but good shot from Clifton Moore.
You would say that Plymouth scores have been slightly harder in the last couple of minutes, but as long as they keep going in, that's the thing.
Well, as long as they keep doing this as well.
As long as this guy's crushing the rebounds. Wiley gets some second chance points.
These second chance opportunities are breaking the back of Caledonia at the moment. As you know, the initial defense has been strong from Caledonia, but it's demoralizing. It's a thing to stop runs happening.
Oh, it felt more than that graphic. That graphic didn't help you out there, Ant, because it didn't look like what it feels like, if that makes sense. Here's Onwas driving through.
Wow.
That's a hard one there from Atwood. I think he got some of the ball, but he also sent Onwas hard to the floor. Let's have another look.
Ooh, tough fall, though. Quiet game from Onwas. Uncharacteristically quiet game. He's not done much by...
He's not taking a shot, I don't think.
No, and it's defensively too. He's usually real impactful and has high energy. Hasn't really been able to settle into this game.
Well, his entire stat line before this free throw is 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and 2 fouls.
Yeah, that's not
nothing else on the stat line.
Unlike Onwas.
Yeah. But he's on the board now with that first free throw. And maybe he can get himself going here in the last 15 or so minutes of this ball game. Dusha back to Wiley. LVC Dusha splitting through the defenders. Another good pass. Wiley inside is fouled by Paliza, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You see how high up that pressure was from Caledonia. But Patriots have been stable in their ball handling, not turning the ball over, and nice little flip pass there from LVC Dusha. And Jacob Wiley's just too athletic for Caledonia to handle at the moment. He's the same way in game earlier this year in November. Jacob Wiley had 21 points, 9 rebounds against Caledonia. Plymouth were unsuccessful with their attempt there. They lost by 10, but they certainly couldn't contain Wiley, and they're struggling to contain him here today as well.
If memory serves in that game, they got ahead early on, Plymouth. It was just when Caledonia went past them, Plymouth sort of folded away after that. They had no fight back. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Well, they'll be hoping that they have some better resistance this time around. Here's Onwas. Well, neither team exactly money from the free throw line. Paliza into Moore, who's got the mismatch and takes full advantage of it.
Wow, you see his length there, and blesses him, just jumps over the defender in the softest of touches there. Nice play. I have to look to go to Moore Jr. to try and get something going. Caledonia got to be careful here. That'd be the 4th foul.
And it is on Clifton Moore. 4:42 to go in this one. 12-point Plymouth lead. Timeout call. We'll be right back. Well, when there are only 2 more sleeps, Ant, you want to get them in. Let's get these sleeps out of the way and get the presents on.
Oh, baby's got a good plan.
Plymouth City Patriots trying to get themselves a Christmas present, leading this one by 12.
This could be a huge win for Plymouth.
Yeah. Well, it would be remarkable that they would have 3 wins and 2 of them against first and second in the league.
Well, this has been the most strangest of seasons so far in the British Basketball League in terms of predicting what's going to happen. And Jacob Wiley continues.
I think it's a fair prediction that he's going to keep filling up the stat sheet tonight. He's 7 of 9 for 16 points.
Wow.
Lobbed up, it's a little high for Whelan. That wasn't Moore Jr. rolling to the basket.
No, it was not.
Well, this quarter is going to plan as far as Paul James is concerned. They are neck and neck, 14 points apiece. And when you've already got the lead, that's all you need. 22 to 10, only 10 assists for Caledonia, which suggests a lot of one-on-one play. Well, there's some one-on-one play that's very effective for Plymouth.
Sometimes it works, Dan. And TJ Atwood just putting police on skates there.
Whelan Good ball movement. Corner 3 for DeBose is off the iron. It's batted out. Away come Plymouth. Green out in front, drops it back to Wiley, and there's another assist. Great play from Green. He didn't have an easy finish, but he saw a teammate trailing.
Wow. Caledonia are in trouble here.
They are. Ooh, Bothwell does well to get that back and get 2 points. That could have been a run out and a 20-point lead.
Yeah, it's very fortunate and unfortunate for Plymouth because that could have really opened the game.
Faulkner, his body's on the floor.
Don't know who the foul's going to be on.
Yeah, it's gone against Caledonia. Here's another look back at that run out. I think it's Clifton Moore that's number was shown to the table. 18 points for Jacob Wiley. And it's over the limit, so Levi will shoot free throws again. Well,
I think as a human being, you know your strengths and weaknesses. Offensive rebounding is a strength.
Let's talk about his offensive rebounding, shall we? At least he's hit the iron on that one. There used to be a guy in the league, late 1990s, as Bothwell runs to the basket, by the name of Cephas Bunton, played for Derby. Incredible shot blocker, just an unbelievable long-armed athlete. He was the worst free throw shooter you ever saw. He would airball a free throw every single game. Every single game.
I'm going to remember that from one of your next quizzes pops up.
There we go, yeah.
Take it out. And
shot blockers with less than 40% free throw shooting percentages. And Gareth Murray in long discussion with the officials here. Well, if they can't find a way back, it's a long old journey, isn't it, to mull over this ahead of Christmas?
Yeah, it is. And a disappointing one too, because remember they're second, they're in a really good position in the league, and Patrick Wheeler, as difficult a shot as you're going to find there.
But if they will get back, it'll be number 12. I'm sure that'll be at the heart of it. And it's a difficult week really for Caledonia. You think they've got this long trip to go. They've got Manchester on Boxing Day. Then they have London at the end of the week. So they won't want to be... I know it's strange to be talking about starting a week on a Saturday, but it's a funny old time of year, isn't it? All sorts of things can happen. You can have chocolate for breakfast. You can start a week on a Saturday. That's my general rule of thumb.
That's a rational way to look at it.
Gareth Murray trying to get something from his guys. Taking a little impromptu timeout with the 4 players who aren't Fraser Malcolm, because he's on the free throw line.
And he had a great first half, Fraser Malcolm, 8 points. Really did produce for them, and probably wanted to introduce him into this quarter sooner, because Caledonia have just been going basket for basket with Plymouth so far in this quarter. 20 apiece. Jacob Wiley's been incredible in this game so far. 18 points, leads all scorers.
Hand check foul called against Onwas. That's going to be his 3rd foul. He's just not quite, he's just been out of sorts.
Yeah, he's really poor showing, unfortunately, for Caledonia fans, because Onwas is such a big piece of the puzzle.
His 2 leading stats, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers. They're the 2 biggest numbers in his stat line. Not great. Well, I mentioned the busy time coming up this week for Caledonia. Don't forget, tomorrow, there's still one more game before Christmas. Bit of Christmas Eve lunchtime action at the Copper Box. 1 p.m. the Sharks are in town. Caledonia on Boxing Day at home to Manchester at Play Sport. 3 o'clock for that one. Whelan backs away, now looking to go. Gets past his man all the way to the rim, but has his shot blocked, and it came off him last. And that will be a Plymouth ball.
Good defense there again from Plymouth. Jules Dangakola just leading them into the help. The help came. Good hands there from Atwood.
Well, Plymouth still think a little harshly done on the old block front. Green misses the three, and the rebound called against the foul called on the rebound against Levi, and that is his third personal foul.
Plymouth now in the bonus.
So it'll be a long walk down the floor for Buttrick to shoot two, and Levi will sit down just to protect them for the last minute or so here. And Yassi Pepin will check in for the first time.
Another player who struggled to settle into this game is Trent Buttrick. He's in an up and down season. You never know what you're going to get from him, but that was his first point of this evening. So again, another player that hasn't really came to the fray.
You gone back to chocolates there, you never know quite what you're going to get.
Life is like a box of chocolates, Dan.
This game has been, that's for sure. We're not quite sure what we're going to get.
This British Basketball League is like this. You never. We're looking at a
shot
convincing.
Clock. Atwood gets it away. Oof. They're still going at it. Oh, Yassi Pepin can't convert from close range. Almost trying to assert himself, gets a nice pass to Malcolm, who's able to score. As you say, maybe a few extra minutes for him, because he's one of the few guys who have been efficiently scoring. In fact, probably the only one who's been efficiently scoring.
Yeah. They can get a stop here.
Yeah. They get a stop, maybe a three. No rush here. You've got all the clock. Whelan fires up the three. Oh, that was exactly what they wanted. The guy they wanted shooting it to try and cut it to 10, but it'll be 13 going into the fourth. Plymouth have the lead. Can they hold on? Find out after this break. Welcome back to the pavilions, where Plymouth are looking for win number 3 this season, and they're looking good for it with 10 to play, up 13. Faulkner to the basket, denied by Buttrick.
It's an excellent foul. Had the foul not occurred there.
Yeah.
Caledonia had a 3-on-1 break, and Gareth Murray knows it too. Good block.
It's good defensive play.
Lots of good blocks today.
Yeah, there's been loads of them. They're not all on the stat sheet, but there's been loads of them. I'll be putting a complaint in afterwards. Here's Buttrick back out to DeBose. Emailing in. Dibby, have you seen these lacquer blocks? It's DeBose. Nice. Well, I tell you what, it wouldn't be out of character for Caledonia to come all the way back here in the 4th.
Well, they need to make a push for it here, don't they? Now it's now or never. They're literally running out of time, and I think if you can make a push here at the start of the 4th quarter, you apply a little bit of pressure on the opposition, and you'll get Plymouth thinking.
And that came off the foot of Atwood on the way out, and Faulkner taps his chest and says, "My fault, coach," and PJ gives him a little slap on the behind, saying, "Come on now, let's go." Paul James has coached more games than anybody in the history of the British Basketball League. He knows the danger that is here right now.
Well, you've got to remember as well, this Plymouth team is 2-16 this year.
Yeah.
Won 2 games, lost 16, so they're not used to winning.
Oh, DeBose nearly got a friendly roll there. That's out of bounds. And it will be a Gladiators possession. Paul James is looking shocked.
Yeah, I'm quite shocked on that one too. It looked like Buttrick was falling out of bounds.
Well, the referee was right there. Here's Whelan. Whelan strings the 3. It's single figures.
Wow, and that's such a big play. The out of bounds there could have went the other way, but instead it's Caledonia who get a 3.
They need a score here, Plymouth. Can Atwood get it? No, he can't. Can't get the rebound either. DeBose comes away with it. It's going to be a foul against Plymouth. And Caledonia have got the momentum here at the start of the 4th. Paul James getting his starters back in. Hart and Wiley and Dusha and Levi all entering the fray.
And that's the thing as well, Dan. You know, the 2-16, they lost by 2 points to Surrey. They lose by 1 against Manchester. So this Plymouth team is a team that's played these close games.
Well, you think of that game early in the year at Leicester, where they were up for much of the ball game and let it go down the stretch. The games they've won big. Bothwell forcing his way to the basket will get himself to the free throw line.
Oh, Caledonia are coming, aren't they?
They're definitely coming.
And you think as well where Caledonia's got the advantage, they've been in a number of these situations. We say, 500 miles, but they've been in, you know, Slovakia, they've been in all these European countries playing in FIBA Europe Cup. In these difficult environments, difficult situations. And they won more games than perhaps people were predicting the FIBA Europe Cup as well.
Well, they still can't make a free throw. And that one off the back of the iron. That was the 4th foul on Wiley, by the way. So he's going to have to be careful. They cannot afford him to foul out with 8 minutes to go.
There's a lot of this ball game left, and it's
Yeah,
what, 8 minutes.
And he's only just come back into it. Dusha has it poked away by DeBose. He's off and running, and he'll lay it in, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, Caledonia coming, and the boost all the way to the rim. Easy.
And it's, ooh, I thought Whelan had got another steal, but it's a Plymouth ball. Well, I said previously Plymouth needed a score. They desperately need a score here.
Well, yet to score in this fourth quarter.
First 8 points have gone against them. Need to steady the ship.
Well, this isn't too dissimilar last night as well in the fourth quarter. They needed a bucket, they needed some points.
Oh, and they've got a turnover. This is a disaster for Plymouth here.
Even the player as well that's a bit in form, Jacob Wiley. He's done very little wrong this evening. 8 for 10, 18 points.
That's his first turnover of the game, but he's going to sit down. He's on 4 fouls as well. So that's a little protection. DeBose to the rim. Oh, he just wouldn't drop for him. Wiley with an important Levi even with an important rebound. Atwood out to Green for 3. Short. Rebound for Hart. Atwood, he can't convert. Wow. Oh, was he in? Well, he didn't look like he was in.
Everyone in the pavilions doesn't think he was in either.
The referee did, and he's the only one that matters. Omwas out to DeBose for 3. Rebound Green.
Plymouth.
They need a score. I know I keep saying it. They need a score. Who can provide it for them? Hart. Shot clock getting low. It's another turnover. Well, they got it back. It needs to go up, though. Oh, and it goes in! Joe Hart on the shot clock buzzer throws one into the roof of the pavilions and it goes in.
Goodness me, boy, did they need that one. Very similar spot as well to where LBC Dusha was.
Omwas for 3, got it back.
Goodness me, Omwas. Been vacant for most of this game, but boy, is that a big shot.
Well, has that got them going? He's going to get it stolen away. Bothwell coming in from behind to take it away. Moore will run it back and hammer it in. It's a 2-point game. What a start to the fourth quarter by the Caledonia Gladiators.
Unbelievable. The big man didn't need the guard. Took it all the way himself, and that dunk look as easy as they come. Wow.
Well, 15 points have been scored in the fourth quarter. 13 of them have been scored by Gareth Murray's team. And that is why they're right back into it. And this really has the feel of a team that wins most weeks against a team that loses most weeks here in the fourth.
No, I agree. And this was the first basket of the quarter. And this was a huge play. Controversial out-of-bounds play that results in a 3-pointer for Caledonia. And Caledonia's defense, though, I will say, has been exceptional in this fourth quarter. They have really made Plymouth uncomfortable. They've increased their intensity on the defensive end, which in turn has completely obliterated the production of Plymouth. Just 2 points in this fourth quarter.
Well, what they have to remember, Plymouth, is they're still ahead. Everything's gone against them in this first 4 minutes. They've turned the ball over left and right. They can't make a shot. Caledonia have been running things back easy as you like. They are still ahead. They've got to play these last 5:44 and remember that they're still ahead. They can't drop their heads now.
No, of course not. It's almost 6 minutes left of basketball to play as well, Dan. It's a long time. And, you know, this is where as well, physically, psychologically, remember, Plymouth were the team that played yesterday. They're on the second game of a doubleheader. They needed to start strong, and it's just a will now of hanging in there.
It's Caledonia finishing strong, almost another steal. Shot clock down to 6. Dusha with a little step away, can't convert, batted all the way out. Green has it. It's Hart for 3. He can't convert.
It's a great box out there. You see Spencer Levi just hunting the ball down.
Omwas to the rim, and he's tied the game at 70.
Goodness me. The complete contrast in defensive sets. You see how hard Plymouth City Patriots have to work to get anything at the rim, and the opposite for Caledonia, and Princeton almost literally walks to the rim there for a layup.
Atwood.
Good defense again.
Dusha for three. Oh, misses everything. They've gone to pot here. Plymouth. Caledonia looking for the lead. Here's Bothwell in the corner. Misses the three.
Good luck, though.
Yeah, it's a good look. They've never been in front, Caledonia. Oh, what a rejection from Moore!
Goodness me.
Green for three, got it! Well, they needed that, and it's the former Glasgow Rock who hits it.
Well, play after play. That's a great up and down from Clifton Moore. It's Terrell Green with a big three.
Onwas trying to get them back. Can't convert. Good box out by Levi. He's got double-figure rebounds. Well, that last shot was only a 2, which is why Plymouth lead by 2.
They take them however they come down, as long
any
as
points
that
are
ball.
points.
That's just the 4th point in the 4th quarter from them.
There's a chance. Nice lead pass, and Atwood lays it in, and a good response from Plymouth, and they force a timeout to be called here, and we're going to take a quick break as well. We'll have the conclusion after this. Welcome back to Plymouth, where this shot was a 3 after all. And as Plymouth looked like they were going to slip behind for the first time, they've got 5 points without reply, and they are back in front. Plymouth 75, Caledonia 70, 3:32 to go. Here's DeBose. Blocked by Spencer. Big play. Chance for Dusha in the open court. Almost lining him up. Can block it, but they don't keep it in. I thought they were. Dusha tried to draw the foul. Onwas, you could see from half court, he was lining him up for a block, wasn't he? Does he get a piece of it? No, Dusha does well to avoid him, but couldn't convert. But they do have the ball still. Oh, that's not high enough to get over Moore. It's a turnover. Whelan running. Whelan goes straight to the hole. The foul is called, and Patrick Whelan will go to the free throw line.
Wow. Quick response there from Caledonia. And it's just Clifton Morris Jr.'s length.
Yeah, but you know he's long.
Yeah.
Well, Whelan.
Fortunate not to drop. You know, that's a Patrick Whelan makeable shot, isn't it? Just didn't seem to have the legs on that one. First time at the free throw line for Patrick Whelan today.
Career 85% free throw shooter in the British Basketball League. Touchdown on that this year, but he's a clutch free throw shooter, isn't he?
It's a clutch player.
And he makes both of those. So it's a 3-point gap. Gosh, they've missed a lot of free throws between them. Plymouth trying to see this one over the line. They led by as many as 18, but it's only 3 now.
That's the first foul in the quarter for
Yeah.
Caledonia. They played good defense
They
as
have
well.
played good defense.
High
They got all
intense.
those steals. That's not an easy spot to deal with it, but he's dealt with it well. Trying to force. Oh, he's got it back. Levi. What a pass from Levi. And Atwood finishes it off.
Incredible. And you kind of want a little bit of chaos, I think, if you're Plymouth City Patriots. Scoring against Caledonia in a half-court set is difficult. So when you've got these near-miss turnovers, I think it works out in the favor of Plymouth. Well, they don't turn it over, of course.
Onwas. Oh, it's nearly stolen back. It's kept in. And that will be a Plymouth ball. I think Hart thought about trying to grab that one and then went, you know what? Let's get a sideline ball. Let's not take the risk. But Levi's done a bit of everything today as well. Bothwell trying to save it. You can see Hart chasing. He's like, oh, I might touch this out of bounds. Let's leave it. Not sure why the ball was in the backcourt. He must have stepped on the line before it went out, before he threw it cross court. Oh, it's poked away again. Another turnover, another steal. And DeBose is down court. DeBose misses, but the foul is called.
Wow, the thing is, Caledonia getting these opportunities with very little time off the clock.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great tip, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Bothwell throwing it down court.
Wasn't a great pass, though, from Bothwell. It was a little too high.
4th foul on Atwood as well. 8 steals in the game. Well, you could convince me with 2:04, anything from here, anything you could convince me. Plymouth win by 15, Caledonia win by 12, game goes to triple overtime. You could convince me anything. The way this game has been. DeBose at the line. Oh, they've missed so many free throws. That's the 8th miss. They are down by 5. They've missed 8. I mean, Plymouth have missed 6 as well, to be fair.
To put into context, it's typically a 76% free throw shooting team, Caledonia. So they're leaving a lot of points they ordinarily convert out there.
Dusha and Whelan just bumping and chatting, both not getting out of the way, I think is the way of describing that. It's into Faulkner, who's had a really quiet game by his standard. 0 for 7, his only 3 points have come from the free throw line. Can he be the hero down the stretch, maybe? He's got a mismatch here, which means there's one inside as well, but they can't get it to Levi. Atwood into the key, and he finds the bottom of the net.
It's a big play there. You saw the mismatch there. Moore Jr. switched out on him. Shot over.
Onwas drives under pressure. Moore Jr. trying to jam it in, but he can't force it home. And Plymouth have the ball in a long offense, the order of the day here. They've got to get it over the half court. Oh, just. I think he just got there. Oh, and what a move. And that's his first field goal of the game. But what an important one for Mason Faulkner.
And that's what I was referring to, that chaos. The fine line between that and turning the ball over. That's when Plymouth are out there dangerous. Most dangerous because they can create something from near-death situations.
Well, literally everything has happened. Everything's slightly crazy. I mean, he does that every game, to be fair.
Yes,
Gets into
he
a
does.
little mid-range like this. It's almost an 8-second violation. Could have been 2 fouls.
It could have been.
And in the end, he's laid it in.
That could be the play, Dan.
Could be.
That for me, could be the play.
Or Whelan could come out and hit 2 threes and Plymouth turn it over in between. You never know.
Yeah, it is,
It's the way this game has gone.
Caledonia haven't been good enough for me today, and if you're talking about deserving teams of winning this basketball game, Plymouth.
Yeah.
For me, Plymouth fill that cup.
Yeah. You don't always
get what you deserve in sport. You're right, correct.
Well, Joe Hart was assistant coach all of last year while he was injured, and he's still got the tendencies there. You can see him talking to his teammates, trying to see them over the line. Of course, we talked about Green. He did have a very brief spell in Scotland, 6 or 7 games, I think it was. Well, this is the play here with 1:19 to go. Plymouth get a stop, and they ought to be there. But you haven't seen too many stops. Don't forget, you can give Ant some thoughts for player of the game, and they don't get a stop. Clifton Moore jams it in. Wow. And again, how easy was it? And it didn't take much time off the clock.
No, it didn't. And the two defenders.
Oh, they can't get it in! My goodness. What's the call? I'm not sure what the call is. The whistle's blown. I've not seen a signal. Oh, it's a foul. It's a foul on Ian DeBose. I thought it was going to be a turnover. This is just a terrible way to inbound the ball. It's a score as well. Atwood could run the baseline. He stood there like it's an end-line ball. Now he can't run the baseline because it's not a score.
Full court pressure remains.
There's no movement. Well, they've got it into Dusha. And Whelan's bumped him from behind. But that's only the 3rd foul. It's not free throws.
It's a debate as well. Is it too early to start fouling? If you get one more stop.
That one doesn't really matter because it doesn't affect the shot clock. Oh, there's a technical. Who's it on? Onwas. Technical on Onwas. He must have said something. Well, that is not a very sensible play in a 6-point game, because you've given them the chance to make it a 7-point game. Wow. Dusha with a chance here to make it a 3-possession game. And he does it. Well, 6 and 7 doesn't sound very different, but it means Caledonia haven't scored 3 times without reply. And that is not a good play. It's not a smart play. Oh, I thought for a second they were going to turn it over again. Oh, they're trying to turn it over, aren't they? Caledonia have chased. Oh, Onwas is clapping in the referee's face there. I don't think the referee saw it. He's clapping on the way out. He can still get a technical. That's his 5th foul, which is why he was walking off. But you can still get a technical on the way out the door. It just goes on the coach. Well, the home fans waving him off, and you feel like with a minute to go, they ought to be able to see it home from here. I don't know why I'm going early here. In a normal game, 7 points with a minute to go. Mind you, London-Manchester last week was 7 points with 25 seconds to go. And that went to overtime.
This year has been bizarre, strange, unpredictable, all the above.
They need a score quickly here. A 3 would be nice. It's just got to be a bit quicker than this. They've taken too much time out the clock. It needs to go up. Somebody shoot. Oh, what are they doing? Shoot! Well, they've almost got a shot clock violation there. When you're down 8, how can you almost get a shot clock violation? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, they've turned it over again! What is going on? What is going on? I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. We've got a timeout called. Caledonia were turning down shots.
Mike Bothwell wasn't confident enough to shoot that ball. It's a player just not got the confidence, which makes Fraser remarkable. What he does have is he has the inclination to stay with the play, and as a result, rewards his teammate with an easy layup.
Give the
Six-point game.
ball to the point guard. What is it with you big men dribbling the ball? Give the ball to the point guard. That's his job. There's 30 seconds to go. Give the ball to the point guard. Well, there's a 6-point game, 26 seconds to go. PJ could advance it to the front court. I would, if I was Paul now, I wouldn't worry about the clock. I'd advance into the front court so that when we turn it over, they've got 70 feet to run instead of 7. Because I'd almost expect them to turn it over the way this fourth quarter has gone. Let's see what they do. Obviously, if you keep it in the backcourt, you get the full 24. If you move to the front court, you get 14. But Caledonia are going to foul you either way. So my take is put it in the front court. You can... no, it's going to be the backcourt. It is going to be the backcourt. You have more space to pass in the backcourt. The worry is if you turn it over, you can run the baseline as well because it's a made score.
Paul James got over 500 wins.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. Joe Hart can run the baseline. He doesn't have to stand still. He is running the baseline. At least you've got a smart guy on the baseline. Here's Greenwood, gets away. You don't need to score. You don't need to score. Run the clock. There we go. I thought they were trying to score there. Well, this has been quite a bizarre final minute. It's been entertaining, though, hasn't it?
Very entertaining. Thoroughly enjoyed this matchup. Atwell's went to the free throw line once today, 2 for 2.
He needs one hit. One makes it a 3-possession game with 19.5 seconds.
79% free throw shooter.
There you go, got the first one. That's all right now. It doesn't matter if you miss the second one because it's a live ball. Well, there are different ways to win a game, and this has been very different. The way they were giving it away, when it got back to 70 all and Caledonia had that 3-point shot to take the lead, Whelan fires up the 3, and the Bows will heave one. He's knocked it down. 5-point game. Oh, my goodness, a timeout was called. Oh, they're up in arms here, Caledonia, because they think they have a steal. And the cheerleaders have come on to add to the confusion. The referee says it's a timeout. Well, so what's happened there is Paul James has asked for a timeout. The horn has blown, but had the ball already been inbounded? This is the thing. He hits the 3 in the corner.
Big shot.
And then it's inbounded and turned over. But the horn blows to say it's a timeout. And Caledonia is saying, we've already stole the ball. Well, without being able to see when Paul James calls the timeout and all of that, you can't really say whether that's right or wrong in any of it.
Well, there's one thing I do know. That was an excellent timeout from Paul James.
Yeah. Could be a game-winning timeout, that.
You don't win 500 wins, Dan, with a couple of tricks up your sleeve.
So this goes in, and now really the horn should go now, and it doesn't. It sort of goes now, but he might have already booked it, and the horn was just a bit slow being pressed. But obviously he has to request the timeout before the ball goes in. He can't request it after the ball goes in and be given it, although there's usually a touch of leeway around that. But, well, I think we thought we'd seen everything 30 seconds ago, and now we've seen a few more. Well, they're on their feet here in the pavilions. You won't get much more entertainment on a Saturday night in Plymouth than this.
How do you know, Dan
Well, good luck going out and finding more fun than this.
No, this is the place to be. Plymouth Pavilions. Everyone on their feet.
No, Dusha just has to pass it to a teammate here.
Well, you say that simply, Dan, but this is a complex scenario for them at the moment.
Well, foul was called. Foul was called on the inbound. And I think Plymouth will be more relieved than anything else there, because they wouldn't want to have it inbounded again. Well, again, 2 free throws puts it out of sight. Well, I think LVC Dusha is playing table official here because he's talking to the referees and say, well, hang on a minute. Shouldn't something have ticked off the clock there? The referee's happy enough. Silence. As Atwood fires up the first, makes it a 6-point game. And surely now that is enough for the Plymouth City Patriots. Gareth Murray's going to call a timeout to advance the ball and try and get a 3, but they will have to score 3 times in 8 seconds without reply. And that will be, well, I suppose they could have 1 point in reply. That will be the challenge, just to get the ball back. And well, Paul James has worked hard from win number 500 in the league to get to win number 501, but he's 8.2 seconds away from it now. And the old turkey will taste better as a result.
Oh, I believe it. It's always nice to get that win as well when you've got like an extended time away, because you think about it, you've got all that time to think about the loss, and when you're winning again, I have to re-emphasize this is a 2-16 team.
Yeah.
This is a team that has not won very much this year. They've lost a lot of close games as well. When you look at their schedule and their fixtures, they've lost 3 one-shot games, 1 point, 2 points. They've lost overtime games.
Well, 3 wins, and at the minute they're against numbers 1, 2, and 4, I think. So, beating teams in the top 4 but losing everything else. It's crazy, really. 5-second violation. They've not got the ball in time. There we go. Just to complete the madness, a 5-second violation. You've got to inbound the ball within 5 seconds of getting hold of it, and he didn't. So therefore, it's a turnover.
Maybe it's a strategy for Plymouth to inbound the ball so they can steal it.
They can turn it over. Yeah, that's more effective. Well, it's in, and that'll do it. They'll just dribble it out. Well, Dusha might shoot. No, he will dribble it out. Well, that game had absolutely everything. A totally bonkers ending. And the Plymouth City Patriots have won by 7. They survived a 4th quarter onslaught by Caledonia. And these fans are delighted.
What excellent display here in the Plymouth Pavilions, but an excellent performance from their team. They had the strong start, again, off the back of a doubleheader. They played just 24 hours ago, a tough 5-point loss up in Surrey. They return back to the Southwest. They play today, and they're victorious. It was that first half performance that really set the tone. Jacob Wiley was excellent in those earlier periods, but it was the fourth quarter where the Caledonia Gladiators really put their run on. Defensively, they were suffocating.
Where did you go with your player of the game, man? In all the craziness, you didn't even pick one, did you?
Well, it changed, Dan. It changed. For me, Jacob Wiley was excellent. I knew he would have a good input in this game, but for me, TJ Atwood was the guy. He was the finisher. In the 4th quarter, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, some humongous free throws down the stretch.
Well, he's in there somewhere. Where is he? He's gone back the other way. We've got to find him now. But yeah, as you say, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 6 of 6 from the free throw line to help Plymouth get it over the line. There he is. But a tremendous closeout performance from him. But this game, well, it could have gone either way in the 4th quarter, but Plymouth just had enough to get over the line. And, sometimes you just got to win a game in a weird way, and it'll just help you get on. Suddenly your confidence goes up, and you maybe go on a little run.
No, agreed, Dan. And this is a good win as well. Again, emotionally, over the last week or two, Plymouth have had some changes, right? They lost their leading scorer in Taylor Johnson, having departed the club. They've lost a close game to a competitor in and around them in the league in Surrey Scorchers yesterday by 5. They come in today against the odds against Caledonia, who are sitting second in the British Basketball League. This isn't a mid-table team here, and Plymouth have found a way to get it done. So, humongous win here.
Well, let's have a look at the stats from this game. Well, I'm not sure the numbers can tell you everything that happened in that game. It was a bit of everything. There wasn't really that much in, but the rebounding 43 to 37, and that was really led by Levi. 12 rebounds, 7 of them at the offensive end. He was so active for them.
Yeah, he was excellent, and it was just players as well chipping in. It was TJ Atwood, Wiley. There were all problems on the boards there, and outworked Caledonia. You've got to remember that first half, it was night and day. Plymouth City Patriots dominated that first half.
Well, let's have a look at all of the results in the British Basketball League so far this week. Surrey beat Plymouth 71-65 yesterday. Overtime again between Sheffield and Bristol. Second time in 20 days those two have gone to overtime. The Sharks won that one by 10, 76-66. Earlier today, Leicester went on the road to Manchester and defeated the Giants 86-73. And then we've just seen Plymouth win today. One more game this weekend. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. London Lions against the Sheffield Sharks. So make sure you join us for that one. TJ Atwood getting the love he deserves after a fourth quarter performance like that. Let's see what it does to the league standings. And, well, it doesn't move anybody anywhere, but it looks a lot better to the Plymouth City Patriots fans with a third victory. And Caledonia dropped level now with Cheshire on 12-7. And, again, it looks pretty tight behind that as well. But go on then, Ant. I'll give you 15 seconds to sum up everything that happened in that game.
Remarkable, crazy, chaotic mess that was today, but boy, was I'm glad that we were a part of this one to call this one in, because it was incredible. It had a little bit of everything, and I congratulate Plymouth for a hard-fought win there, even though it contained mass amounts of madness.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Have a great Christmas. Anton and I will be back soon, but we'll see you for now. Goodbye.